So then we have our mullein, our Verbascum thapsus. The part used is the leaf, the flower, and the root. And most people can identify mullein pretty easily. It has a nice basal rosette the first year, and then the second year it creates this really big phallic plant that it's got tiny little yellow flowers all over it. Every neighborhood in Denver has it. It's growing wild in most open spaces, so it is really one that once you've seen it once, it's very easy to identify. The actions are specific. It's an expectorant, a demulcent. It's funny because it says it's a demulcent, which is really moisturizing, and then other books say it's astringent, which means that it's going to actually pull moisture from the tissues and the organs. So a lot of people will say that the leaf and the flower is demulcent and then the root is astringent. An antispasmodic, it's an antitussive, which means it stops cough. It's an anodyne, which means it can help reduce some of the pain from all the coughing that you might have during a respiratory infection. And it's also a vulnerary, so it can stop bleeding when applied topically. It goes to the digestive and the respiratory systems, bitter and cool. It's great for bronchial congestion, sore throat, spasmodic cough. We will use the flowers in a little garlic added with a tiny amount of garlic and olive oil, and we will use that as drops for earache or ear infection, and it's great at clearing lymphatic congestion. Sometimes people will smoke the leaves actually to help strengthen the lung tissue and to stop cough. So kind of counterintuitive to smoke something to heal the lungs, but mullein leaf is one of those things that definitely can be. The only caution is not to really be used for a dry cough because it does have expectorant action. What it wants to do is it wants to help remove phlegm from the lung. So if there's no phlegm in the lung to be removed, then it can just kind of irritate the lungs. So if the cough is a dry cough, don't use mullein. It can be used as an infusion, a tincture, or an oil. As an infusion, you can use from 3 to 9 grams of the leaves. If you want to have it in a tincture, 1 to 2 mils, up to 3 to 4 times a day. The tea of the roots is really important for lymphatic congestion and diarrhea. So that's the astringent action of the root, is it can really astringe diarrhea and kind of clear up some of that dampness that's stuck in the lymph system. So a good combination could be if you had a really wet, phlegmy cough and you also had diarrhea, then you could make a tea of the leaves and also a decoction of the roots and put those two things together just to have a stronger action.